things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the ball first. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
Wants to throw. It's Gardner. He's got him. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Just got to the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. So Auburn's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Gardner. Get it out on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much doing there. He gets into the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Leaves it with the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the...
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Gamecocks call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Here we go. Takes the handoff. It's Sims. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football.
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Firing to the right, complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting to run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Dances away to buy time. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Got it. And he was pushed pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Nolan. Oh, they're after him. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
South Carolina, 28, Auburn, 0.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's grounded. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Running into the open space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
It's complete.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Auburn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Going over the top. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be 1 drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Sims. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Tigers are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pugh. Touchdown, Auburn! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
He has the 1st and still on his feet. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's
Breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Pugh. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the left. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Sims. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The play action fake. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He leaves it with his back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Wide open on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring it out. Hits him with a stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Back to throw, it's Gardner. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. That's 20, he's got space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The returner will field it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And he ends up taking a safe.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller.
There he goes. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Might as well give it to him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to get the corner. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, showed a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Pugh. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Finds his tight end. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way throwing or running the football.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Right on the money. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here.